All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is August 28, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB trading room. Hey, let's take a look at some charts. All right, first chart we'll look at it, SPY on the 10-minute. We've got a 10-minute uptrend going into close. 10-minute uptrend is underneath the pivot. The pivot will, of course, change tomorrow, but it's underneath the pivot, but we still have a 10-minute uptrend. On the 2-hour, I don't think that's the case. And see if we can drill down here. 2-hour, we have a 2-hour downtrend. On the daily, still in a daily uptrend. Price action gave us a lower high and a lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. So there's SPY, and on the daily chart, let's take a look at QQQ. QQQ, lower high, lower low, closing under bearish cross, under 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend, okay, because we took out this high. So there's QQQ, Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow almost reaching for new all-time highs today. Outside day, higher high, lower low, closing inside bullish trap over the 17 EMA. IWM, lower high, lower low, closing inside bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Still in a downtrend until it breaks this high, but is acting very bullish. All right, FNGU, lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Not what I wanted to see. All right, so there's FNGU. Let's take a look at our technicals. Technicals, it's a 15-minute chart of the technicals. We're up over the midpoint. That's a good thing. We're no longer in the overbought zone, and the bears threw us out of the buy zone several times. You can see they threw us out here, and then here. So it wasn't until the end of the day we were able to make a higher low and produce a slightly higher high. That's bullish. Okay, that's T2122, T2123. You can see lots of consolidation, up, down. So started out green, had a couple red candles, had a couple green candles, then we had some red, then we had some green with a little rally into the end. All in all, that's a bull flag moving to the upside. All right, so I like that. Rising up over a rising 200 SMA, up over the prior all-time highs, and approaching the all-time highs right up here. T2123 3-bar chart. You can see 17 EMA catching up with the price action, but still holding the higher ground. Whenever price holds the higher ground, that's a bullish. Whenever we fail to fill gaps, that's bullish. Holding the higher ground, that's bullish. Everything's acting bullish here in T2123. Actually, in all of the Fab 5, except for FNGU, are all acting bullish, even though FNGU is in an uptrend. We're about to take a look at that pretty soon. And you can see here's a 3-bar chart for T2123, rising up further away from this 200 SMA, like that. All right, slowly approaching the all-time highs up here. Now let's take a look at FNGU. Okay, you can see FNGU moving down, holding the lower ground. Moving down, holding the lower ground. That's bearish. Okay, no doubt about it, that's bearish. When we start filling low side gaps, here was a gap that was open, we filled it. Okay, got another gap here, didn't fill it. But let me just say, we came down here quite a few times. So FNGU, not bullish at all. All right, kind of acting bearish. Even though it's still in an uptrend, it's just still acting bearish with this coming down and holding the lower ground, coming down and holding the deck. September's supposed to be the worst month. Brent says September's supposed to be the worst month for tech stocks. Now, are the big cap stocks considered tech? I mean, I know NVIDIA sells graphics cards, so I would consider them to be tech. But Meta is just software and some other stuff. Google is a search engine. Tech, I don't know. Is that considered tech? Google, Amazon? Bad for Apple? Okay. So we could see ourselves in a pullback. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, so there's FNGU. Let's take a look at a few sectors. Okay, start off with energy. Start off with USO. USO is in an uptrend ever since we broke this high. Price action, lower high, lower low, closing under. Bearish, bullish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Kind of going in the wrong direction there, guys. UNG, all right. UNG is, all right, put in an outside day. It's a higher high and a lower low, closing under a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend, but it doesn't know that it's in an uptrend. Okay, coming dangerously close to creating a new all-time low. So there's UNG. Silver and gold, both in uptrends. Silver putting in a lower high and a lower low, closing under bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Still in an uptrend right there for silver. Gold, same deal, lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over a rising 17 EMA. Still bullish there for gold. All right, let's take a look at SMH. SMH still moving up, holding the higher ground. That's bullish. Took out this high, so it's in an uptrend. XLK, same thing. Took out this high in an uptrend, moving up, holding the higher ground. That's bullish. XLK, uptrend. SMH, uptrend. All right, let's take a look at XLI. XLI, did they put in a new all-time high? Let's see, high. 129.95, 130. No, they missed it by 5 cents. All right. It's the low. 128.51, 128.51. Okay, so XLI putting in a higher high and a higher low, closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA, attacking the all-time highs. That's in an uptrend. That's bullish. All right. XLF. All right. XLF, new all-time high for XLF. Higher high, higher low. You know the deal. It's an all-time high. All right. XRT. All right. Lower high, lower low. Closing. XRT is in a downtrend. Closing under bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. XRT still in a downtrend till we take out this high right there. So there's XRT. Let's take a look at IYT. Transport's in an uptrend, but kind of pulling back right now. They just hit uptrend status after taking out that high. Price action is a lower high, lower low, closing under a bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Okay, so there's IYT. Transports in an uptrend. Financials, all-time high, definitely an uptrend. SMH, XLK, technology and semiconductors, both uptrends. T2123, uptrends. The only one stinking up the joint is FNGU, all right? That's the one that's stinking up the place, all right? If they could get going in the right direction or find support, all right, real quick, and then start moving in the other direction, we could have ourselves a nice, robust rally, all right? But that's the problem. FNGU is stinking up the place. All of the indices are in uptrends except for IWM. But let me just say IWM is acting like a bull. All right, let's take a look at IWM one more time. Okay, see that? It's in a downtrend because they got to break this high to break the downtrend. All right, but all in all, you see from here, it's been moving up the whole time. All right, so it's acting like a bull, but it's still stuck in the downtrend because it needs to break this high. All right, traders, that's it for me today. What did we do? What do we have? Let's put up the blackboard. All right, let me see if I can find the blackboard. I'm going to show you SPY, and I think this is a pattern that may be playing out. It's on the 2-hour time frame. Okay, and here's the blackboard. Let's see if I can find the blackboard right here. It's a popular pattern. I shared it with traders the other night. All right, let me get my drawing tools. See better if you click on it. Ah, I see it. Okay. Let me get the drawing tools out. So we have a channel up here on SPY. And then here's the other part of the channel. Now price moved up. Get my arrows. All right, price moved up to the top of that channel, and then it moved back. All right, and then it moved up again, and then it moved back. I'm going to show you guys the whole channel. Now we're kind of partially the way up, but we need to make this move up here next. Okay, we're only like part of the way up. So now we go to the blues, and this makes a W, and then what happens is you get a half back right about there, and then you get a nice rip to the upside to a new high. All right, that's the pattern. Up, back, up, make two V's. All right, two valleys right there, and then you create a higher valley right there, and then you rip to break out to the upside. That's the pattern. All right, so now let's take a look at the pattern. All right, on the SPY. Okay, so go up here. All right, you can see here we come up, and let me slide this over. All right, you can see the pattern. Here's the two lines right there. Price action moves. Let me get the white arrows. Okay, and sticking them up a little bit. So price action moves up to the top of the channel. All right, and then we move down to the bottom of the channel. Then we move up to the top of the channel. Then we just came down today to the bottom of the channel. Okay, and now what we've got left, okay, so you can see we got up, back, back. Okay, so now these are the ones we got left to complete. All right, here's the blue one. Okay, so we got to complete that one, which may happen. Pick up some NVIDIA earnings, see what they're doing, and then the half back, and then the rip up. Okay, so that's where these are the three that are left to be completed in the typical consolidation: up, back up, over. All right, so here we are right now. This is SPY. Take a look at NVIDIA, see what they say. All right, so that's the channel. I gave you the blackboard. Let me see the blackboard one more time. See that? And blackboard is right there. Okay, you can see the pattern. And that would be the channel right there. Same thing we saw up earlier. All right. So we'd like to play the channel from the bottom part of the channel to the upside. We want to play the bottom to the upside. All right, because that's resistance is up overhead. So we got resistance up here. Till we break through resistance, come back, all right, come back and test it, all right. We're better off playing long trades from the bottom of the channel back up there, okay. Once we finally break through, come back, test for support, and then we're looking for a rip to the upside. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. All right, traders, that's it. All right, everybody have a beautiful evening. Made some good money today. All right, on those shorts underneath the pivot. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. I will see you all tomorrow. All right. Thank you, T. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, JC. Thank you, Ram. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all being here. Love that. Y'all have a wonderful evening. We'll start off tomorrow. Robert, Gilbert, Brad, everybody. Yep. Alexander. Yep. Keep asking those questions because I don't know what you don't know, Alexander, and I'm happy to answer them. So if I can help you. Thanks, Marley. Thank you, JA. All right. Everybody have a nice evening. I'll see you all tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's go. I'll probably leave my chart up with the NVIDIA on it to see what it's going to do in the aftermarket.